Well, hey everybody, long time no see, and welcome to Steelbook Obsessed. My name is Jake, and today we are going over every single Steelbook and ranking them from less or best to least best in the month of December. I have every single Steelbook coming out this month. I also have a stack of Steelbooks that are already out. I guess you can kind of see what those four are. No surprises there. But if you like this type of content, make sure you go like, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. But I don't want to waste any time. I like to keep these speedy. You know what I'm saying? Let's go over and go to the presets and go to what the tier list looks like this month, folks. December, kind of short on releases, but there are some absolute bangers. I'm going to be going over every single Steelbook that I have first, because that kind of makes sense, because these are all out technically tomorrow if you're listening to this live. So let me stop sharing and start sharing on the screen here. First one up, we have Galaxy Quest. I love this movie so much. I am mad at myself that I didn't watch it until I was in my 30s at the very least. This Steelbook comes with a slipcover, and the slipcover is so nice. You can see all of that embossing on there. Looks so good. Here's the back of the slipcover as well. Take the slipcover out. Boop. The same artwork is on the Steelbook, which kind of is a bummer. I like this artwork, don't get me wrong. I just wish they wouldn't have done the double dip. At least there's some embossing on the slipcover to make it a little bit worth it. But you go to the back. Oh my God. That looks so amazing. This release honestly was not even on my radar. And then Paramount sent it my way, and I'm like, oh my God, I need to sing this release's praises, because I think this sucker looks absolutely phenomenal. They did not need to throw the slipcover in, and they did. So I'm not really going to dock it too many points there either. On the inside, you only get the 4K. Little bit unfortunate, because there is a Galaxy Quest Blu-ray Steelbook too. They could have easily just put the Blu-ray disc in with the 4K. You got the aliens on the inside as well. I really like this Steelbook quite a dang bit. Again, if you've never seen this movie, if you're a fan of sci-fi and you haven't seen this movie, you need to change that, because it's great. Oh, here's the J card that comes with the release as well. I always like to show off every nook and cranny from the movies that I actually have to show off physically. But now we go back to the tier list, huh? Let's go back here. And Galaxy Quest, right off the bat, for me personally, I think the artwork is enough to give it an amazing release. They made original new artwork, and it just looks absolutely stunning. And like I said, not on my radar in the slightest. And then this comes out of literal nowhere, and I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of that Steelbook. If you're a fan of this movie, I'm just basing my rankings on Steelbooks based on how the Steelbook is, not about the content inside, not about the content on the disc, just appearances of the Steelbook, because that's really all I have to go off of, because I haven't watched any single one of these just yet. But right now, Galaxy Quest is that amazing, and I did not think that was going to be the case. But it looks like we have a few people in the chat, so let's start showing that off. Collector Movie Man, almost forgot Steelbook Obsessed. You're doing your rankings. Yes, I am doing my rankings. Love doing it. We got Film Kid in here. You were just watching my shorts. Well, good. Thank you for doing that. I appreciate that. You just pre-ordered Hawkeye today, season 1, but Mandalorian season 3 was sold out. Sold out online or sold out in store? Because I went to a Walmart earlier today over my lunch break to pick up a couple things, and I saw the Disney Steelbooks out. I guess that is just kind of the a good segue to start showing off some of these goodies as well. You said you didn't see Mandalorian season 3. Well, I don't want to rub any salt in your wound, but I will show off Star Wars The Mandalorian, the complete 3rd season. I loved Mandalorian season 1. Season 2 I thought was a little rocky and ended very strong. Season 3 is where I think this show is kind of jumping the ship. I'm still excited for that Mandalorian and Grogu movie, though, directed by Jon Favreau, the entire thing. I think that is going to be absolutely phenomenal. But speaking of phenomenal, the Steelbook, the artwork by Attila Sarska, he always knocks these out of the park. I'm so happy that they've kept the same artist to do this entire line of Disney Plus Steelbooks. I think it looks very, very strong. On the inside, we have a couple of Mandalorian masks right here on the discs. We also have some art cards that I will show off. Boom. And boom. And boom. 3 booms right there. And on the inside, I will try to showcase off all of the artwork that is shown on these releases, like I said, because I have them. Even though this one was very unnecessary. Just a whole bunch of Mandos. There we go. This release is solid. I honestly think that the Steelbooks for Mandalorian Season 1 and 2 are stronger, but the seasons are also stronger. The content that it's trying to market is stronger. Here's the J card as well. And the information, I don't know if you can see this. There's a honoring the Majestre, a tribute to Carl Weathers. That's awesome. Galactic Legacy, the creatures and droids of the Mandalorian, and Forging the Convent Part 3, or Covenant, excuse me. Yeah, on here is the information on the J card. Love it when they put that stuff on there. But going back to the rankings, for me personally, I just think this Mandalorian Steelbook is it's not blowing my socks off like some of the other Disney Plus Steelbooks will be doing. That I'll show off in just a second, but it's not offending me either. So it's just straight down the middle. I like it. I don't love it. I like it. I don't love it. Next up, Collector Movie Man said it was sold out on Amazon. That's crazy. I mean, I guess Star Wars collectors want to have a complete collection with Mandalorian being as popular as what it is. Kind of makes sense. I know that they're only offering the 4K Steelbooks this round. They did not do a Blu-ray Steelbook like they did for phases 1 and 2. From what I've heard on the inside, it's because the Blu-ray Steelbooks did not sell that well at all. There's a whole bunch of surpluses on the majority of those releases. So they decided to just stick with the 4Ks. Again, go very specific, drill down into the collector base, and go from there. But where I'm going to go, I'm going to kind of go back and forth. I'll do Star Wars, I'll do Marvel, I'll do Star Wars, I'll do Marvel. So we are off on a Marvel front. Here's Hawkeye, the complete first season. It's interesting this go around. They do not have the complete series on any of these. It's always just the complete first season. Number one, I love Hawkeye. I love this show. And if you would have told me before this came out that I would love a show that says starring Hawkeye, I would have laughed in your face. But I think this show is amazing. I think it's got Christmassy vibes all over it. So if you want to watch it every year, you absolutely can. It's 6 episodes only. It's very bingeable. I enjoy that with my Disney Plus content. I enjoy this Steelbook. I like the Christmas lights that are on here. I like Haley Steinfeld's character on here as well. I like that classic, that looks like a comic book panel right there on the back. On the inside, the discs, very nice added touch here. Looks like Christmas sweaters, which is very, very cute. Very minimalistic, but I don't hate that. I really don't hate that. We have some character cards here, or art cards, I guess. There's only 3 of them in each set, just so everyone is aware. And then popping the discs out of this one, we have Rogers, the musical. Love that, love that, love that. I don't know. I honestly don't know if it's the content that's making me love this Steelbook more than the last one, but I think this Steelbook has more character. The show also has more character. That being said, I like this Steelbook. I think it's very, very solid. Here's a shot of the J card as well. I don't know if you can read that. I don't know if my 1080p is actually 1080p in right now. A Tale of Two Hawkeyes. Discover how the cast and crew extended the Hawkeye legacy, bringing together Clint Barton and new character Kate Bishop. Gag reel, deleted scenes, and then they have the assembled on here. I love those Marvel assembled that they have on Disney Plus, and I love whenever they put that content that they already have and just put it on physical media discs. Absolutely. Here's the bottom of that J card as well. 2 down, 2 to go. But let's go and rank this one first. Let's go over to the tier master or the tier maker, I think this is a very good release. I think this is a step above Mandalorian season 3, I guess, both in content and Steelbook artwork form. And yeah, I just think it's a very, very solid release, and I'm happy to have it in the collection for sure. We did Star Wars, we did Marvel, which means that next up we have a Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars, and this time we have Ahsoka, the complete first season. Will they make a second season? Who knows? But I will say that I think this image is very, very solid. I have not seen Ahsoka yet, so I will watch it for the first time on 4K. How many episodes are on this one? There are 9? Is that right? It looks right. 9 episodes of Ahsoka. You let me know if that's right or wrong in the comments. Going over here, we got some people I don't know, but I do like it when these steelbooks kind of combine the front and back cover to make one striking image. Hawkeye did not do that. This one is doing it very bare bones, but it is still kind of a blending, and I love me a good blend. On the discs, we have just some silhouettes of Ahsoka and Mandalorian. Spoilers, I guess. He must be popping up in this show. On the art cards, here's 1 and 2 and 3 lightsabers. Aren't they pretty? And popping off the discs, we have a very pretty shot on the inside. I will give them that. Rosario Dawson, gorgeous. And this, more lightsaber action. That looks very, very good, if I do say so myself. I'm trying not to get a lot of reflections, but it's reflecting like crazy. Popping everything back in. Again, I have not seen Ahsoka. Please let me know in the comments if it's worth it, because I've heard very mixed things about the show in general. So, yeah, I do want to give it a watch. Here is a shot of the J card right here. It looks like this release has Ahsoka Legacy, join cast and crew for a look at developing Ahsoka's live-action series, Path of the Apprentice, Ghosts of the Past, and Darkness Rising, and all 9 episodes. So, yeah. And it looks like there are a couple episodes. There's 2 episodes with a commentary by Dave Filoni. That's very, very nice. This Ahsoka Steelbook, where is it going to land? Where is it going to land? I want to say it's a toss-up between good and very good for me. I think the inside will probably bring it to the very good camp. I think it's a very, very strong steelbook. I wish I loved The Mandalorian a little bit more, that steelbook artwork. It sold out very quickly, so a lot of you out there must be loving it. But for me, I think it's just okay. Let's see here. We have a few more comments. Let's toss some of these in. We got Prince in here. How's it going? What's a movie I'm thankful for? Eddie the Eagle. Always. Eddie the Eagle is the best. You said it was sold out on Amazon. Phenomenal, like AJ Styles would. Yes, yes. I wonder what's even the meaning of J and J card. Because it makes a J. It hooks. It hooks your steelbook, so it makes a literal J on the J card. At least that's what I kind of put the terminology together. I don't know if that's actually what it stands for or not. I'm hoping Amazon will get some more in stock of the 4K Steelbook of Mandalorian, because I want to get it. Can't get anything else until after Christmas. Totally understand. The boutique labels were popping for Black Friday sales. My goodness, your Walmarts might not have really fit the bill. Target, Best Buy, it's not a thing anymore. Did not need to leave my house at all on Black Friday for the first time in as far as I can remember, the first time that happened. Kind of crappy, kind of boring. It's not the same just shopping online, but at least there are deals to be had. I picked up some things from Shout Studios. I picked up one movie. I picked up a lot of vinyls from Shout Studios. They had some great vinyls for very, very cheap, and I feel like that didn't get talked about enough. But yeah, I did that. Kino's got a sale going on. Did I pick up Vinegar Syndrome stuff? I picked up a couple. Yes, I went to Vinegar Syndrome on Black Friday. There were a lot of Fun City Edition movies that were $8 or $9. So I picked up 4 of those or so. And I picked up one other thing from Vinegar Syndrome. I can't even literally remember what I got from that sale. But yeah, there will be unboxings of all of that stuff later on the channel if you want to find out what I got. The last series I watched is Moon Knight, and now I'm missing out. I thought Moon Knight was pretty solid, Prince, for sure. I enjoyed Moon Knight. What's been my MVP boutique label of the year? honestly, I think 2024 is finally the resurgence, the breaking ground point in the States for Umbrella Entertainment. They have been around for 20 years. They have mostly been known to put out Australian-based content, but I think they have put out some of the best box sets this year. I'm so happy for their success, and it seems like in 2025 they are going to continue with that success. For me, MVP-wise, the most bang for your buck will be Umbrella Entertainment, for sure. You enjoyed Ahsoka, but the end is just okay, and they're making a second season? Okay, good to know, good to know. Jude Law and Skeleton Crew, you fudging bet I'm there. Yeah, Skeleton Crew comes out today, right? Or is out now? Something like that. I want to watch that with my kids. I showed them like the 2-minute snippet that's on Disney Plus. They seemed intrigued. It just looks like Space Goonies. Give me Space Goonies. Yes, please. That sounds great. Directed by John Watts, directed by the guy who just directed the last 3 live-action Spider-Man movies. Directing Space Goonies? Please. Very excited. Totally understand about your Borderlands review. You giggled a lot. Yeah, that movie was not my cup of tea, to say the least. I really liked Kate Blanchett in that movie. I thought she was great. She was acting to the rafters. Just the wrong movie to do that in. And my gift card to hopefully get some 4Ks that I've been wanting. Really want to get my friends. Yeah, that'd be great. There's a lot of good Marvel and Star Wars stuff out right now, including segue, this next Steelbook, the last Steelbook from Disney Wave 3. We have Loki, the complete second season. I haven't finished this series yet. I'm like halfway through. I don't know why I stopped. I just did. TV shows take up so much time to actually commit to. I'm halfway through this. I'm halfway through The Penguin. I like both of them. I just need to find time to do it. I always like pop in a movie or watch YouTube instead of continue my television watching because I don't have a lot of time to watch anything. But I do want to watch this now in glorious 4K because look at that. Look how amazing this looks. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This looks so good. I love this artwork so much. This might be in contention personally for one of my favorite Steelbooks of the year. I plan on putting out that content later on within the month. I might do top 25 Steelbooks of the year. There have been a lot of very, very good, solid releases. I think I put out like my top 15 of the year in June, and there have only been so many great ones that have came out since then. Here are the art cards that are on here. Boom, boom. Ooh, I like that one. That one's very, very nice. We also have the disc artwork that kind of lackluster, if I'm being honest. There's that, just some more silhouettes. And on the inside, we have a shot from the end of the first episode of Loki. It's okay. It's okay. But I really, really like what Attila is going for on the front cover here. I think this is absolutely stunning and striking. And until you see it in your hands personally, you're not going to know the effects. Like there are a whole bunch of gloss pops within those little veins that are going everywhere. I don't know. I like this one. I like this one a lot. I like it so much, in fact, that when we go over and rank this sucker, I think this is an amazing release. I really, really do. I love the artwork on it so much. It's original and it pops and it's just great. It's great from start to finish. And you can look at it for like 5 minutes. This would be a piece that if it was hanging up in my house, I would like it and look at it every time I pass by it. But there's 5 Steelbooks down. We have one more that I have from releasing this month. And I've had it for a week now. We have Alien Romulus. Very, very cool. People over on my Instagram page, people flipped out over this Steelbook. That post has over 1,200 likes last time I looked. And that's crazy for Alien Romulus. People love this movie. I was lukewarm on it. I wanted to like it a lot more. I thought the third act kind of fell apart and was just very video gamey, very amusement parky. Wasn't my cup of tea, but this Steelbook is great. I know that they're doing the Disneyification of movie posters to where like, here's a person from this movie, here's a person, here's a person, here's a person, and they're floating all into one image. But I think that looks great. And I love the Xenomorph back there. Just looks so nice. The back, we have the Weyland-Yutani logo right there. Popping it open on the inside, we have some artwork on the discs. Again, not crazy, not a lot, but there's something. And Disney needs to get kudos for doing that, because when you look at your Paramounts, when you look at your Universal titles, they just use the most bare bones process possible of just like slapping over whatever font the title is on and just going along their merry way, either on blue or on black. And it's so boring. Putting a little bit of effort into your discs, for me, goes a long way, because it's part of the total package. And on the inside, look at that. God dang. I say, God dang, that's good. I like that. I like that. This is the Blu-ray. Jesus, sorry, lost it there. I want to make sure the 4K is in front of the Blu-ray, and I couldn't really tell what I was looking at. But right there, Alien Romulus. Again, I am curious to rewatch this. Also, here is the J card as well. The Alien movie fans have been yearning for. I don't know about that, but I do know that this has the return to horror, crafting Alien Romulus 4-part look. The director's vision, creating the story, casting the faces, constructing the world. Love that type of stuff, because that's pretty much a documentary. Give me a 4-part documentary. One of my favorite special features this year was the Furiosa. It broke it down into 5 parts, but that sucker was such a good making of documentary. One of the best I've seen in a very, very long time, especially for a brand new release. I thought that sucker was great. I'm hoping that Alien Romulus is right up there with that. But for me, for Alien Romulus, I am on the fence of either doing a very good or an amazing. I really like the inside. I really like the disc artwork. The back isn't much. It just has the Weyland-Yutani. I'm going very good. I'm going very good. Don't hate me. Don't hate me. I really like the inside though. I'm going amazing. Nope, back and forth, back and forth. It's either going to be at the front of very good or the back of amazing. And I think there's enough amazing on this release to put it in amazing. I really like that front cover a lot, even if it is just like floating people on a poster. They're in space. They can float, right? They can float indeed. Here, let me take a drink. I'm going to start reading your comments here. Get some for. Oh, I already read that one. Sorry. You love Loki season 2. Is your favorite Marvel show? The ending's so good. I've heard the ending's very good. I don't know what the ending is, but I've heard the ending's very, very good. I'm checking out Yes Ferratu this month. Of course I am. Of course I am, Prince. I'm hearing nothing but phenomenal things about it. Every December around Christmas, I always do a double feature, and I don't do double features that often because I just don't have time to do double features that often. But I know Nosferatu is going to be one of the double features, and I'm trying to figure out what other one I want to be. Do I want to be Craven Nosferatu? I feel like that would be kind of fun. I want to see the ratings of Craven before I commit, but we'll see. You want that Alien Steelbook so bad, so annoying that you can't find it anywhere. Hopefully it comes back into stock. Who knows? With Steelbooks, you never know if they're going to get repressed or not, and Disney does not have the best track record of doing reissues, unfortunately. Once they're gone, they're kind of gone. You didn't like it, but you received the VHS release anyway for Alien Romulus. I did. Just because I didn't like it doesn't mean that I'm not going to help spread the word on the releases for everybody else. I try to be as straight down the middle with my telling of products as I possibly can, because people loved that movie, man. People love that movie. You're going to Big Haul tomorrow through JV Hi-Fi. They're releasing Wizard of Oz, Elm Street 84, Beetlejuice, all Warner Brothers Collector Steelbooks. Very, very cool. I want the Wizard of Oz one. That one looks like the box set that it's coming in. It looks very, very cool. Also, House of the Dragon Season 2 Steelbook, Beetlejuice 2, and the Terminator. Yes, Terminator, for me, should be coming very, very shortly. I'm waiting to do my end of best of Steelbooks ranking list until I get the Terminator. So that should be here in the next week, I think. That sucker looks so good. That sucker looks so good. But now that's all the ones that I had in person. And we still have a good chunk more. Which one should we go over first? Ooh, I know. Let's go over here and look up this one. Sorry, I'm trying to do it off screen. Here we go. Shaun of the Dead, 4K Steelbook. Look at that. Look at that. I love the comic book aesthetics that are all over this release. The cornetto on the inside I can give or take. It's very much tongue-in-cheek because there's not a lot of cornetto love within the movie. I know it's part of the cornetto trilogy. I like the old school zombie hands in the back. I love how these discs look like records. I want to say they've done that in the past with other releases. I think this is a very, very strong release. I like it quite a bit. That's a very small picture. Let's get a big image of the front here. I like the cornetto cone on the spine. It's always nice when there's an image on the spine. I always like to give releases brownie points. Very much comic aesthetics here with the horror branding on the label as well. I don't know. I'm a sucker for a good concept, and I feel like this release is a great concept. I think it is very, very strong for what they're trying to pull off. I really do. On Group, it says it's out of stock already. Did this sucker sell out like crazy? I have no idea. I have no idea if it's sold out. It looks like it's in stock on Amazon. I kind of like looking at pictures here because I can kind of see if it's out of stock, if it's in stock some places, and that way I can kind of inform to you, hey, if you're looking for these, you can find them here. All the Steelbooks that I showed off to you, you can actually find in the description. Amazon links are down there. You click any of those, I get a little bit of a kickback. It helps the channel out. I'm able to show off more releases to you, and anything you purchase from that Amazon link, I get a little chunk for commission. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of very crazy. I had one very I'm fortunate to have a fan who went crazy on Black Friday shopping and bought hundreds of dollars worth of stuff, and I got a nice little kickback from that. So just spreading the word as much as I can because it's crazy that is a possibility for me to do. But right now, going into the tier list, I think for what they're trying to do, if it wasn't just all cornettos on the inside, this would be amazing to me. This is a very good release. I love the front and back cover, the inside. I love the discs. Do I do amazing on this too? I think no, I'm going to stick a very good. Final answer, very good. But I might flop some things. I might flop some things here. We shall see what we are going to do here. We need Boutique Talk back in the new year, huh? November, December are very, very busy for me at work. So that's why I kind of stopped doing those. Although I don't even know if I want to let the cat out of the bag. I don't know if I can let this cat out of the bag. I kind of want to check to see if I've been messaged from anybody. But I will say, without saying, that there might be an episode sooner rather than later. And I can't give any more information other than that. But I guess another little piece is that a couple of Steelbooks that I'll talk about today, I would get more into detail with somebody within that organization. And I'm very, very close. I've had like some type of commitments. We just have to work out a time. And if it does come about, I am very excited to talk to not only this individual, but get more information on the Steelbook releases in the future. Being very vague, but you will probably be able to put two and two together. Has anyone else had issues with Disney discs? Because personally, with me, the only discs you've had issues with are Disney. I have not personally. Maybe it's an Australian thing. I have no idea. I guess, do they sell those in Australia? I thought they stopped selling physical media in Australia, Joshy. Send my love to your wife and kids, man. Hope you have a merry, jolly Christmas and a festive Thanksgiving. Yeah, we had a blast on Thanksgiving. Went to my parents' side, I guess my grandparents' side of things. for a few hours, then drove home and saw Moana 2. And it was fun. It was fine. I could definitely tell the first 2/3 of that movie definitely felt like a lesser Moana movie than the original. Then the third act did some things I wasn't expecting it to do. Was happy that I saw it in theaters because of that third act. Yeah. I think overall I gave it a 3.5 out of 5. Solid. Moana 2 is solid. Quick question before I go. What 4K Steelbooks are you looking forward to in 2025? Oh, God, man. I don't even know. Maybe, I know you're leaving Collector Movie Man, but that might be something that I look at the end of this. So if you want to catch the replay, you can. That's a good little cherry. I can look. I haven't even looked at the 2025 Steelbook list. And that way I can show you what list I use to keep track of all the Steelbooks that are coming out within a month. That'd be fun. They're imports. I haven't had any issues, Joshy. I don't know. That's unfortunate, man. Sorry to hear. But next up, we have a Steelbook from a company that I really, really enjoy. And that company is Lionsgate. They are coming out guns a-blazing this month with 2 releases that I'm very interested to see how they do. And I guess 2 more that I'm interested in Lionsgate this month. I will leave it at that. But here, the first one we're talking about is Kickboxer. What I'm interested about with this release, and another one that we'll talk about, is these are the first 2 Steelbooks that they're coming out with that have lenticular slipcovers. I know that there's a video of this. Is it this one that shows it? Just gonna kick me off for doing this. Let's turn the music down. Blu-ray display. Let's kind of go over here. Is it gonna show? It's not gonna show. Is it gonna show? It's not gonna show. Oh, there's a video somewhere. Let's go back. Let's go back. Here it is. Here's the video. Look at this sucker. Oh, look at that lenticular. Boom, boom. Jean-Claude not messing around. And then we get a nice shot of what the Steelbook actually looks like. I have to be honest with you. I've never seen Kickboxer. I have seen very little Jean-Claude movies, period. I have a Blu-ray version of Kickboxer. I kind of want to get this one. Because of the lenticular slipcover. I think they're doing something different, and I like that different. I like that different a lot. And I love how Lionsgate always does these videos that show off every single aspect of the Steelbook. I think doing this video for a lenticular makes a lot of sense, and I really, really enjoy that. I could just watch this video on loop for a while, and it would be very entertaining. There's a lot of red in the release. It looks like there's 3 discs that come with it as well. A 4K and 2 Blu-rays. I don't know. I want to see the lenticular in action in person before I give it my full Steelbook seal of approval, I guess. But from what I am seeing and what I am... that's all I have to go off of is the video and some of the pictures. I'm going to go very good. I love to see innovation, and Lionsgate is the best main label that innovates on physical media, and at least in the Steelbook form. They've been doing it for quite a while, and yeah, I just can't wait to see where that company goes from here. But we had 1 lenticular Steelbook. We've got another, folks. We've got another. Let's see if I can find that one as well. Let's go back here. Let's do... Stir of Echoes Steelbook. Can I find that same video? I think it's right here, and I think I just did it. Let's pull it up and see if I did what I just did. Boom. Boom. Is this going to pop up another window? I'm hoping not. Here we go. Oh, here's even a better video. Look at that. Ooh, spooky Stir of Echoes. Ooh. The same image is on the front of the Steelbook, which I'm not the biggest fan of, like I said, with Galaxy Quest. I don't know. I've heard that is a major spoiler from the film as well. I'm not a fan of having my movie spoiled for me while I'm popping in the discs. But I will say that is a very, very cool looking slipcover once again. I want to say it's less effective than the Kickboxer one was. I love Jean-Claude kicking the actual Kickboxer title out of the Steelbook of the slipcover. I want to like this a lot more than what I do. I know nothing about Stir of Echoes. I've never seen Stir of Echoes. That barely looks like Kevin Bacon to me on the front. I don't know. Again, I want to see this in my hand, but I don't have that. What I am going to do is go over here, go back to the tier list, and honestly, I think this one is just fine. I think it's absolutely fine. I wanted to be wowed, and I was just, huh. I wanted more than a huh. I think it's on par with The Mandalorian, honestly. There's a lot to be desired with Stir of Echoes, and I already own Stir of Echoes on Blu-ray. Do I need that movie on 4K if I haven't even watched it yet and it's in my collection? Personally, for me, probably not. But yeah, I guess we will find out if the lenticulars look great in person. I'm excited to see when people get those in their hands and actually start looking at those themselves. How's that beefy American Pie Steelbook doing? It's not a Steelbook. It's a box set from 88 Films. I did my Letterboxd review today. That movie's great. 4K transfer looks great. That box set, mwah, so minty. When I do my next movie log, that will be part of it. And great set. Like, it's crazy that American Pie got the quality set that 88 Films gave it. That's all I'll say for right now. Jean-Claude Van Goddamn, that lenticular looks badass. It absolutely does, Prince. It absolutely does. The two movies I want to see in December are Nosferatu, A Complete Unknown. Yeah, Timothée Chalamet. It's crazy that that's actually Timothée Chalamet's voice. He sounds very, very much like Bob Dylan, and I was not expecting that at all. You're definitely getting the new Disney Plus Steelbook. Sadly, you don't have a 4K player yet. Over on my Instagram, I posted a Cyber Monday deal that I thought was actually decent. Like, there are a lot of Cyber Monday garbage today, but there was a 4K player 25% off. It was $149, which is the cheapest I found this individual model, and I know that this individual model is very, very solid. I also know it's a lot of money, but 4K players are great. If you're already collecting for the format, it's great to play those. But honestly, 4Ks look best on an OLED. So I don't know if you just kind of want to stair step your way there. Having a 4K player is obviously nice to play 4K discs, for sure. You seen Conclave, Jake? I have not yet. True, so true. Their Steelbooks are really, really good, especially with Lionsgate. Yes, they are. Preach. Got some Haze, lenticular Steelbook. Awesome. That's what I thought, man. That's what I thought. You're going to watch the first episode of Skeleton Crew. I'm going to do the same thing, man. Kevin Bacon and John Hamm in a movie together. I need it in my veins. It's making me hungry. I did not know John Hamm was in Stir of Echoes. Interesting. What's the coolest box set, in your opinion, I've ever gotten? I don't know. I've got a lot of box sets. The first one I was actually wowed with when I first started collecting Steelbooks. I think my first premium Steelbook I ever got was for Whiplash from the Blue Collective. A very premium Steelbook release. That was just like, oh my God, that's still one of my favorite Steelbooks in my entire collection that's in there. That's when I kind of saw, oh, okay, you can elevate the Steelbook. You can go from just your standard release Steelbook to a premium quality, and there will be a jump in quality. I thought that was very, very cool. You recently watched The Shining in 4K and enjoyed it, so you searched up Dr. Sleep 4K and couldn't find it. It's out of print. I have, where is that sucker? Right here. In my Malco protector, I've got the Dr. Sleep 4K Steelbook. I love Dr. Sleep. Dr. Sleep is way better than it has any right being. And yeah, hopefully you can find it on the eBays or thrift stores of the world. No, he's not in Stir of Echoes. Oh, Kevin Bacon and John Hamm would be, Ham and Bacon. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you're talking about? It's got to be. I got it. I just got it, Prince. Okay, let's go over the next Steelbook. Oh, here's a fun one. It's very timely. It's in season. Let's look at a movie that I've heard very bad things about, but I still want to see because I want to see it because of a couple of reasons I will tell you right now. I'm trying not to give anything away. But who is this mean fellow with his skin all green and his teeth all yellow? Hey, it's the Grinch. I mean, the mean one. I don't think you can say the Grinch. I don't think you can say the Grinch, honestly. This is from Cinedium, the same company that put out Terrifier. This, let's see if I can find a better picture of this. Is this better? I guess a little bit. Who is playing the Grinch? David Howard Thornton, the person who played Art the Clown in Terrifier. This looks amazing. I love that there. Having the bonus features on the inside of the Steelbook, I don't know if I like that or hate that. I think I might like it, especially if it doesn't come with a J card. At least you can see what the bonus features are right there, and it's not taking up any real estate. I love the candy cane gun. Like, I feel like I know what I'm getting myself into with the mean one. It's also $20. $20 Steelbook, $20 blind buy is like my sweet spot. If I see a Steelbook that looks great, I also have, video coming out this week. Plug. I have a video coming out where I'm going to decorate my Steelbook wall with a whole bunch of holiday movies and Arctic movies. But spoilers, I don't have enough Steelbooks that are just solely based on Christmas. So this might be another reason to stack that on top to actually add this to the collection. I'm probably going to. I think that I think I'm gonna have fun with this movie. I'm hoping I have fun with this movie. $20.99, sorry, not $19.99, $20.99, at least on Amazon. It's also in stock at Target, $24.49. Not great, not great. Grindhouse Video has a $24.99, so get it on Amazon. $20.99 is where you should get the mean one. If you want to get the mean one, use my link in the description and just randomly get that for yourself as well. But I think I've seen enough. I really like that. Like, this looks a little illustrated. This looks straight out of the movie. I kind of love this, which again makes me want to see the movie a little bit more. Going over to the tier list, the mean one. I think it's a very solid, very good Steelbook. It's kind of selling exactly what it is, a horror movie of how the Grinch stole Christmas. And I'm all in for that. There's going to be so many interpretations of classic IPs turned into horror movies. They're just going to keep on coming. Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey opened up the floodgates. I saw a bunch of Steamboat Mickey, Steamboat Willie versions, horror movies. I want to say David Howard Thornton plays Mickey in one of those versions as well. Get your check, David. Go to town. More power to you. But I think this is a very, very good Steelbook release. And out of the IPs that make sense turning into horror movie people, The Grinch definitely makes sense to me, personally. Yeah, first Winnie the Pooh, now Grinch. They say Mickey is next, and there's even a horror verse. Yes, oh my God, what was the Pooh-averse is what they're calling it. The Pooh-averse. It has like a rabid Bambi. It's Steamboat Willie in that one too. Like, what are they huffing over at Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey Land? It's crazy. So Grinch didn't just steal Christmas, he straight up killed it. Yes, he straight up killed Christmas. He's slashing through the snow for sure. Next February, apparently Peter Pan's Neverland Nightmare. Oh my God. These are going to get so old so quick, and it just depends on how much you like the IP that they're horrorizing. They're horroring out, if you will. I don't know. To be honest, a lot of people said Peter Pan was already a psycho. I can see how people think that. SpongeBob turning into the Thing, that traumatized me. Yeah, I did a video on that. There's some crazy illustration animation stuff out there, man. If you're ending December with a bang, I'll make sure to watch Eddie the Eagle. Please do. Please do. The perfect time to do it. December, I like to cram as much holiday movies as I can. January, Eddie the Eagle can still fit in just fine. Any snowy time. January, February, please, for the love of God, watch Eddie the Eagle. It's so, so good. Awesome. Yeah. You're going to watch it because I told you to watch it? Good. Good. Eddie the Eagle's great. Absolutely, Josh, it is. And not enough people talk about it. I will be, it's a sole proponent over here on the Bluetooth side of things. How about that? But we should continue to go down the line with our Steelbooks. Let's do a movie that I was excited for until I saw all of the reviews that made me very, very scared to see it in theaters. So I never did. But on 4K, I will watch Joker. Folie Deux. Here's the Steelbook. And if I'm being honest, Steelbook's not making me excited to watch it either. It's really, really boring and basic. And you got the Joker here. You got Harley Quinn here. You got them both on the inside. You got the boring discs that kind of cover nothing. I don't know. This is not doing a single thing for me. I don't think it's bad. But I can't even put a American Psycho slipcover over Joker's face because it's tilted like this. Maybe I could for Lady Gaga, but I don't know. I still don't know if I can do it for Lady Gaga. How much is this? $36.95. $34.99 over on Walmart. $46.79 over on Target. Go bye Target. You don't need to sell physical media if you're selling it for $10 more than everybody else. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yeah, they're both in stock still because, again, reviews scared people away, just like they scared me away. Joker Folie Deux is going to be... It's not good. It's just very boring. It's going to be at the very back of the pack of the goods, I have to say. That's where I'm going to have to put it. Will there be any not goods in this list? There's still 7 more titles to go over. And the 2 that I'm going to talk about are going to be from a website that I'm very excited about to see what the future holds for. If I can pull it up here. If I can spell it right here. Lionsgate Limited. What is this going to be? I'm very, very interested to see exactly what it is. Did they pull the site down? Wow. Did they pull the site down? Why did they do that? I was on this site literally 4 days ago. Wow. Normally I like to scroll through and get ready. Why did they do that? Lionsgate. Why'd you pull down LionsgateLimited.com? Interesting. Okay. I'll just have to look up the Steelbooks like I normally do. That was going to be like the best way to look up these Steelbooks too and to show off the website and everything. Oh, well. Let's go over to... Nope, not Google Shopping. Google Images, thank you very much. And hopefully there's still images somewhere here. Now the only listings that I see are on freaking... Ooh. Okay, so Lionsgate Limited is still up. It just did not pop up when I typed in Lionsgate Limited on Google. How bizarre. Sorry. That took a very long time to go and search up. But now that we're here, LionsgateLimited.com. Except, I am very excited to see what we have in store as physical media collectors on this website. Because we've already gotten a Steelbook for Apocalypse Now. We've already gotten packaging that has the 6-disc set in a big box set. They're combining both of them. They're using the artwork that was on that box set release and swapping out the colors. If we get a whole bunch of different like variants or variations that are exclusive to this website, I think that's very cool. Lionsgate has always had a collector's mentality ever since they really got going with their Steelbooks. They put the first edition on where you open up the Steelbooks to try to do like a similar style to the first pressing that vinyls do. God, there was a video of this too. Is that video on here or is that video somewhere else? Because it's very cool to see 6 discs in a Steelbook. That's crazy. I've never seen that done. The Steelbooks look like they all have the same artwork on them, which is kind of a bummer, especially if we got to pay $40 for this. Like, give me each disc to have different artwork. That'd be great. But $40 for 6 discs is not bad either. I know that the original set, I want to say, was $34.99 and on sale for like $17.99 on occasion. I never picked that one up. I do want this because I love Apocalypse Now, and I want as many cuts as absolutely possible. And it also has the Hearts of Darkness documentary that I still haven't seen because I've never had it in my collection, and I want to watch it because I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about that release. Here is a breakdown of everything that is in here. Final Cut intro by Coppola, Tribeca Film Festival Q&A, Super 8 behind the scenes footage. It's now in Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. I don't know if that was the case when it originally came out. Apocalypse Now, a 40-year journey. So disc 1 has the final cut. Disc 2 has the theatrical and the Redux cut. Okay. So you get 2 4Ks, 4 Blu-rays. Blu-ray 1, final cut. Blu-ray 2, the original and Redux. Blu-ray 3 and 4 are all special features. And number 6 has new special features on there, which is very, very cool. Look at that shot. I love that. I like the artwork here too. I know it's already been done, but it's still different in a different shade. Here's the video. Let's go. We got the Apocalypse Now video. I wish I could make it a little bit bigger for you, but I can't. I just won't move it here. Look at that spin. That looks nice. It's crazy that 6 discs are going to fit in one Steelbook. I'm excited to see how they pull that off. Honestly, I think that this release is a very good because there's a lot of new, a lot of excitingness to this. A lot of, hey, this might be out of print. Let's give it back to you in a new packaged way, in a way that we are known to be masters of, which is the Steelbook. It's got the slipcover, 6 discs in one. I'm so excited to see what happens with Lionsgate Limited. So I'm going to put that at very good. But we have one more Steelbook to look at in the Lionsgate Limited line. But I guess before we do that, we have a couple of comments in here. Site's working for you. I got it, Josh. Yeah, I got it. Anchor Bay making a comeback. Hallelujah. Yeah, I've got a couple videos in the pipeline showing off some of their new releases. And they're coming out with some very distinct titles, to say the least. At the moment, Lionsgate Limited only ships to the U.S. Give it time, Joshy. Give it time. I think the longer they go, especially with some titles that I've heard rumors that are in the pipeline, they will want to ship those worldwide for sure. They will make an absolute mint. But yeah, stay tuned. I'm saying it now. Zodiac is David Fincher's greatest work. I 1000% agree. It's that or Social Network. They're both so good and so different. Actually, I think I prefer Social Network over Zodiac, but it's close. It's close. You just finished watching the first Godfather for the first time? Godfather's great. Godfather 2 is also great. What's the best and worst movie you've seen this year? Worst movie I saw this year? Kevin Hart vehicle. Heist on a Plane, Netflix original movie, Lift. I want to say it was the first movie I watched of 2024. And it was so bad. Kevin Hart did not work as a lead. He also didn't work as a lead in Borderlands. He's not lead man material, in my opinion. Yeah, Lift was terrible. And the best movie I've seen is Late Night with the Devil. I love that movie so much. It's been my favorite movie of the year ever since I saw it in like July, August, sometime in the summer. And there's been no movie to dethrone it. Maybe Nosferatu will do that. We shall see. We shall see. But let's go and look at the other Lionsgate Limited release, shall we? Let's go up here. Actually, let's kind of go over their website a little bit, shall we? There's a director's spotlight, which makes sense right now because there's only 2 Steelbooks announced. But because they have a whole tab of director's spotlights, makes you wonder what other directors could be spotlit, could have a spotlight shined on them. Maybe the rumored Tarantino Steelbook releases? Question mark, question mark, question mark. I could see it. I could see Jackie Brown, Kill Bill Volume 1, Kill Bill Volume 2, Steelbooks being exclusive on LionsGateLimited.com, and possibly just a standard 4K release, like with a slipcover on Amazons, on Grooves, on all of that stuff. I guess not Groove, on Walmarts and whatnot. I could see it personally, but we shall see. But let's get over to the other Steelbook that we have here, and that is the Conversation in this huge box set. This is a box set similar to what came out in the UK, I believe, except it did not have a Steelbook included. It only had a lot of these goodies. It had the same case. It had the same extras. I want to say it had the same cassette tape, but don't quote me on that. But the Steelbook, I know it just kind of reuses artwork that's been done on the box, which is a little unfortunate. But I think the Steelbook also looks cool. I am very excited. Look at that. I love the slipcover. The back's leaving a lot to be desired. I don't know anything about the Conversation. I've heard it's great. I've heard nothing but phenomenal things about the Conversation. I just don't know too much about it. It's a neo-noir thriller. That's all I know. That's all I know about it, okay? Wiretapping. Kind of get that from this. Kind of get that, not really from the saxophone playing. Not the, oh God, what is Ron Silver, right? Or, right? Ron Silver? Parks and Rec. Nick Offerman. Smooth jazz. I like the tape reels for the discs. So good. Lionsgate is so good at doing that. At theming everything around their Steelbooks. They're great. Cassette tapes. Do you need them? I don't have a way to play them. I feel like it's kind of just like catching that nostalgia that VHS tapes are currently catching. I guess if you have a way to play it, it's okay. I feel like it's catching that 70s aesthetic. $79.99 is where I'm just like, okay, I get it because it's a big beefy box set with a lot of extras. But give me this for like $34.99. Let me just buy this. Because honestly, I don't know if I like the movie or not. But I would support you by just buying this. Because I think this looks great. This is all I need. That's all I need. Exclusive Steelbook. Art by Laurent Deux. With a 4K, Ultra HD, and Blu-ray, and digital combo pack. It's nice that they're keeping the digital codes. I do like to see that. Give me as much bang for my buck as I possibly can get. 64-page booklet, cassette tape, 2 collectible posters, Q&A, 2 commentaries, close-up on the Conversation. Coppola dictates scripts. I wonder, Lionsgate did buy the rights to put out Megalopolis. I bet that is an exclusive on here as well in the director's spotlight. Putting two together live. Cindy Williams screen test, Harrison Ford screen test. I know Harrison Ford is in the Conversation. Okay. A short film by Francis Ford Coppola. That's great. I love it. I love when there are short films from the director of the feature film that I'm watching on the same disc. It's just so nice. Especially when you can log in on Letterboxd. Cherry on top. Locations then and now. 50th anniversary trailer. 100 gigabyte disc. That's also huge. Making this movie look as great as it possibly can. Love to see it. Love to see it. Here is a wider shot of everything that you get within said box set. We got to watch the video. You know we got to end with the video, folks. Lionsgate. Whoever came up with this concept of making these videos, touche, bravo. They're amazing. S tier. Videos are S tier. Every single time. Because I could watch this on a loop for a very long time. Do I want an $80 box set in my collection? How should I rate this? I think I can only rank this the way that it's being sold to me, which is the box set. If it was the Steelbook, I might go a little bit higher with where I'm going to go. But since this is just the big beefy box set, personally, I'm going to have to go very good. This could have been amazing territory if I could just get the Steelbook with the slipcover, with the discs, and all of the actual goodies that are on the discs. That all sounds great to me, but the box set dings it because I don't know if I need a box set for this movie. I've never seen the movie. I already spoke my piece. I spoke my piece on this. But maybe in the future they will just release a standard Steelbook edition. We shall see. We have 5 more Steelbooks to go over, folks. Let's waste no more time and do one that's just odd. A movie that I've never heard of before, but I guess got a Steelbook released out in Germany, and now that Steelbook is coming over to the States. Let's take a look. I don't know why you didn't release this in April. Let's take a look at Rippy. Oh, that's not a bunny. That's a kangaroo. Okay, never mind. You don't need to release this in April by Easter. Man, that is one angry marsupial. Trying to get a better shot of the Steelbook here, right here. There's an outbreak in the outback. Rippy. Okay, so it's like a zombie kangaroo. I could get on board with a zombie kangaroo. Am I going to get on board with the Steelbook? I don't know. It's leaving me very confused as to what the movie's actually about. It's not doing a great job promoting the film. And sometimes packaging needs to do that, especially on a movie I have no idea what the heck it is. And that's all I have to go off of. I don't know what the inside of this Steelbook looks like at all. It does not show me in like anything that I see. $36.49. No, we can't do Target. We can't do Target. Amazon. Well, that's the European version, and that doesn't have a price. Okay. Well, I'll just I'll rip the Band-Aid off on this one. Let's go back to the tier list. Let's go over here. Rippy, I'm sorry. You're not good Steelbook. You are not telling me a lot about your movie. The words on the back caught my attention, but I wish that there would have been more to your release. The inside might be great. I wasn't able to find that personally. Rippy, I'm sorry. Nothing personal. You might be a great movie. Not a great Steelbook. Not a great Steelbook. Okay. Let's go back to some of the comments here. Personally excited for Sonic 3. Time to see that Akira bike slide. I saw that in Us. Not Us. I saw that in oh my god. Oh my god, why am I? The Jordan Peele Alien movie. I can't even remember what the heck that's called. The Akira slide at the end of that movie was great. Why can't I think of that? That's a brain fart and a half right now. Do you plan on seeing Lord of the Rings Roar Him? No. No, I do not. Animation style looks iffy to me. It's just weird that's getting a theatrical release at all. I don't know how well it's going to do at the box office. I know it's Lord of the Rings, and I like Lord of the Rings. It's just not for me. It's not for me. Let me tell you though, Christopher Nolan is gonna cook. Yeah, his new movie, his cast is absolutely stacked on there for sure. It's not dope. Oh my god. Nope. It's not dope. It's nope. God, that was bugging me like crazy. You haven't seen Bronx Tale. You haven't seen Galaxy Quest. I have seen Galaxy Quest. You haven't seen Unstoppable. I haven't seen that. I know. I need to find time to watch these movies. I need to just like take a month off of work and just try to watch 100 movies in a month. I need to. Who would win between Neo and John Wick? Neo. You showing the My Hero Academia Steelbook made my heart happy. I'm glad I could help you out there. What movies am I excited for in 2025? I would have to look at a list. I'm terrible at if you gave me some options, like which one are you most excited for? I could do that. But off the top of my head, I just I don't. I can't think like that. I think Juror number 2 should have gotten a wide release, and War should have gotten the Juror number 2 treatment. I feel like there's more money behind Lord of the Rings than there is Juror number 2. And I get the Clint Eastwood of it all. And it's just David Zaslav and company not believing in the movie that they paid Clint Eastwood to make. I'm excited to watch Juror number 2. I'm more excited to watch Juror number 2 than I am Lord of the Rings animation domination. Ballerina with Arna de Amas. I'm hoping that does well for Lionsgate. Lionsgate this year in 2024 has not had a movie in theaters make more than $50 million. That's bad. And they've had like 6 movies out in theaters. That's really bad. Especially when Borderlands is considered one of them. That has like a $125 million budget. It's just not great. I'm hoping Ballerina does wonders. But I know that they have had major reshoots with that movie. I know that there was a test screening of like the first movie that they had together. Did not go well. So they implemented a lot of Keanu Reeves, from what I've heard, into Ballerina. So hoping for good things. I like Ana de Armas. I liked her character in John Wick Chapter 3. So we shall see where it goes. Did I watch Borderlands? I did watch Borderlands, and we don't talk about Borderlands. That movie, woof. But if it means that Eli Roth is now in Thanksgiving sequel jail for 5 years, I will be absolutely happy with that. Love me some Thanksgiving. Rewatched it Thanksgiving Eve, and I liked it even more than I did the first time. And there was just an update on Thanksgiving 2 today saying that there's a lot of ideas that I have in my head for Thanksgiving 2, and I'm not going to say no to any of them, even if I don't know if I can film them, because I'm going to find a way to film them. Not giving me a lot of faith, Eli. But in horror movie Eli, I trust, because I love me some Hostel. I love me some Green Inferno. I like him as a horror director a lot. God. Cabin Fever. There we go. Movie that made me fall in love with him in the first place. Did Batista deliver to you in Killer's Game? I haven't seen it yet, Prince. But I want to. I want to see it before, probably in January. I like to watch holiday movies in December, play the last round of 2024 catch-up in January when there's nothing else to do. I'm thinking of getting the Thanksgiving Steelbook. You should. It's great. It's a very, very solid Steelbook. Movie sounds great, so you're deeply considering it. I love Thanksgiving, but you also have to love like the slasher, and specifically like the 2000s era slasher, because that's what it's really honing in on. And I enjoyed that quite a bit. I like that movie. I liked it. Another movie that I liked, probably not as much as Thanksgiving. Definitely not as much as Thanksgiving, but I still liked, was Terrifier 3. And we have a Steelbook coming out for Terrifier 3, folks. Here it is. Boom. $29.96 on Amazon. This looks very goopy. There's some splatters up top here. That's for Terrifier 2, excuse me. Here's Terrifier 3. We've got the only Christmas elements on this Steelbook are on the inside. That's kind of a damn shame, if you're asking me. Terrifier 3 is a big, big Christmas movie. And to not have any of that on the front cover or back cover is a huge, like, WTF moment for me. Both of these are very generic. Like, that's the most generic version of Art the Clown you can absolutely get. So why you would make that your Terrifier 3 main cover, I don't know. Both of these bring much more character and much more representation of what the movie has to offer than this. Like, I don't know how much this is going to sell. I really don't. I'm not going to buy this Steelbook. I am getting the Umbrella Entertainment trilogy set. And there are a lot of different versions of Terrifier 3 to choose from that aren't Steelbooks that are absolutely wonderful. This one, it's fine. I would have done different choices. Like I said, even like this black and white version here, put that on the front cover. Then you would sell a bunch of these. I know that you tried to steer away from Santa because you can only sell Santa-related items during Christmas. Like, I get why you did it, but I don't have to be a fan of it. I don't have to be a fan of it at all. I do. It's not that I hate it. It's just that it could have been a lot better. It's a fine Steelbook. It's a good Steelbook. We got to put both clowns together. We absolutely have to here. Joker, art, match made in heaven. Match made in psychotic heaven. But we have 3 more Steelbooks to talk about. We've already been going an hour, 10 minutes. Look at us. Look at us go. Okay. Let's talk about Godzilla X Kong, the new Empire, I want to say is what it is, because there is a new Steelbook for it. Let's share the screen for this. And this is the one that came out earlier this year, out of stock, as you can see at Walmart. Here's the one coming out now, or this month. I don't know which one I like more. They're about on the same playing field, if I'm being honest. Here's a better look at everything that this Steelbook has to offer. It's okay. It's okay. I want to like it a lot more, but I don't. I think it looks pretty generic. I don't come after me about this, but I think the whole MonsterVerse is kind of generic. It's there, and I have fun with it when I'm watching it, but I don't remember a damn thing about the movies once I'm done. I'm not going to remember that Steelbook once I'm done looking at it. Another good Steelbook. It's not blowing me away. It's not offending me. It is what it is. That was quick. Let's go over comments, and then we'll go into the last two Steelbooks, huh? Time for some 2024 catch-up. Absolutely. Rippy got a 4.1 on IMDb. Hammy the hamster. Say it ain't so. That's not great. Okay. Good to know. The King of Gore, Terrifier 3. Yeah. I'm excited to add Terrifier to the collection. Don't get me wrong. Yes. And I will be getting it from Umbrella. It comes with so many freaking extras, too. It's crazy. It's called Art Attack. That new Godzilla vs. Kong Steelbook came out a while ago. In the UK, it did. Not in the States. It did not in the States yet. But now it will. Next Steelbook up, though, is a movie that I wanted to see, and I did not see it in theaters, even though I heard good things about it. But I will watch it when it comes out, because this format absolutely sings in glorious 4K. It's animation, folks. And the movie that I'm talking about this time around is Transformers One, right here. Boom. Look at that Steelbook. That Steelbook absolutely pops like crazy, right? Especially with the background. Let's take the background out even. What's it at on Walmart? $34.96. I love that imagery. That reminds me of classic 80s Transformers without being a ripoff of what that animation could have been or is. I like that back cover too. Dear God. I like the front. I like the back. And then we get some like CGI version of what the movie actually looks like on the inside of those same robots. Not offended by that. I think for me, the front and back cover are going to carry a lot of the weight here. That looks so good, man. Are you kidding me? I did not know what the back of this Steelbook looks like until I just looked at it right here. I think that Transformers One is getting a very good. If the inside was better, it would be amazing. But for right now, the front and back cover alone give that to very good territory. Borderline amazing. I could definitely flip a quarter, and whatever side it landed on would make my decision on this one. But for right now, I'm putting it at very good. And last but not least, we have another Disney Steelbook, which means I should be getting it later this month. So stay tuned on the channel to have a look at Willow. And I'm kind of glad that I will be getting this to help sell it, because it's expensive. It's like what, I guess at Target, $48.49 for the Willow Steelbook. Zavvi, it's $32. Interesting. But I just saw that I did not share that picture with you. Here we go. The Willow Steelbook. I have not seen Willow. I don't know why there's so much brown on the Willow Steelbook and just like white streaks of characters from Willow. Like, that's a choice, I guess. That's a choice for this Steelbook. I like this version of the Steelbook better than that version. That version is terrible. That version looks garbage. Honestly, the more I'm looking at the Steelbook, the more I think that might be the best version of this movie to get. I just don't know. I don't get the brown. I really don't. I like how it shows a very wide open scenery on the inside that looks nice and peaceful. Gotta love Disney putting original artwork, or at least stills from the movie, on the actual discs. We'll always give them brownie points because of that. Okay, so after looking at all of the different images that I've seen from Willow on physical media, I don't like that at all. I don't like that at all. It's like glowing in space inside of a book. I don't know. I like the skull. Skull's pretty cool, but everything there I'm not a fan of. I think I like the Steelbook better than the standard 4K. I will go there. So let's go back to the tier maker. I think it's a fine Steelbook. I think it's fine. It's not blowing me away at all. I've heard very good things about Willow. One of my good friends on social media, Brian, from B-Star Cinema. This is like his favorite movie of all time. He named his daughter after the movie. So it's got to mean something to a lot of people. Very interested to see this movie for myself finally. So yeah, can't wait to do so when this release actually releases. But now we have them ranked into categories. Amazing. Very good. Good. Not good. No terrible Steelbooks this month, so that's good. But now it's time to rank them from best to least best. Do I put Galaxy Quest or do I put Loki? I think I'm going to put Loki and then Galaxy Quest and then Alien. I like that 1, 2, 3 punch. Gold, silver, bronze in this order. Next up here on the very good, we got a lot of very goods. Transformers One is going to go very high up for me. I think Transformers One is going to be at that number one spot in the very good. Ahsoka's probably going to be towards the bottom end. Mean One, I think that's pretty striking. Next up, I will probably go Hawkeye. And then, God, that box set is what's really throwing me. I'm going to put Kickboxer down below Mean One. I think that's more of a striking image than the Kickboxer. But again, got to see the lenticular in person. But I think I'm going to put it... No, I think I'm going to keep it like this, yeah. If this Steelbook was on its own, this might go over Apocalypse Now and Kickboxer. But the way it is, even over the Mean One, but because of it being in that $80 set, I'm going to keep this where it is. This could have jumped 4 spots to me, but I'm going to keep it where it is for right now. So here is where this list lands. In the good section, I'm going to have to go Stir of Echoes at the top of the good just to see that awesome lenticular. And then I'd probably go Willow, just the brown poop streaks all over the place. I don't understand it. It's a choice. It's a choice. Then I will probably go Mando. Then I will probably go Art. And we got to keep the clowns together. And I'm okay keeping Godzilla vs. Kong right there. And actually, that Joker one is just so boring. I can't keep the clowns together. I want to, but it doesn't make sense for me to. So I'm not gonna. So for all my podcast listeners, here is the start from best to least best. Loki Season 2 is the best, followed by Galaxy Quest, followed by Alien Romulus. Then in the very good section, we have Transformers 1, Hawkeye, Shaun of the Dead, The Mean One, Kickboxer, Apocalypse Now, The Conversation, Ahsoka. In the good column, we have Stir of Echoes, Willow, The Mandalorian Season 3, Terrifier 3, Godzilla vs. Kong, The New Empire, and Joker Folie Poo. And last and definitely least is Rippy. Sorry, Rippy. You're getting ripped to shreds on this stream. Sorry to burst your bubble there. But that is what it is. That is what it is. Will we get the Mothman Prophecies on 4K Steelbook release? I don't know. I haven't heard any rumblings of that. I thought the Transformers movie is definitely great. Picking up the Steelbook, good. Whatever happened to the Willow TV show a couple of years ago? It wasn't even a couple of years ago. It was like, was it this year? It might have been December of last year. Disney Plus took that off of their streaming service for tax purposes. So you will have to go to illegal means to actually watch that show. Didn't get buried, got deleted. So I'm surprised the original movie's getting a 4K release. People love Willow. I guess they didn't love the show that much. I guess they did not love the show that much. But let's look up. I kind of hinted that I would do this because I haven't done this yet. Let's look up the 2025 Steelbook release schedule and just see what releases I'm excited for, huh? Shall we? Shall we? Because there's not a lot yet. There's not a lot at all, but we can talk about them. Let's look at what I use to go over my list and how I kind of rank them and gather them for these monthly rankings. It is the Blu-ray.com forums. This is the 2025 Steelbook release schedule, and as you can see, not a lot here just yet. Drag Me to Hell, artwork by Mexi Funk, a Shout Studios release. Same with Motel Hell, both of them Walmart exclusives. And then we also have the Wolfman, which is not part of the same line. And I guess it is Universal. So the Wolfman will be a very old release, probably to line up with the remake that is coming out from Lee Winnell, which I'm very excited about, by the way. We have 7, which I think the Digibook looks better than the Steelbook. The Steelbook looks very vague, and I wanted it to be a little bit better than what it was. And then Smile 2, a movie that I haven't seen yet because I really don't like the first one, and I'm still interested to watch the second, even though I didn't think I was going to watch the second. But when I saw the trailer and it's about like the music industry, that catches my attention a lot more than what the first one did. I'm hoping it has more to offer than what the first one did as well. And then that's all for January so far. We've got a few to begin the month in the 7th, and then like if we're only going to have 5 Steelbooks that come out in January, I might not do a ranking list because that would not be worth anybody's time. And then we have Wicked in February. For nothing but glowing things about that movie. Have not seen the movie yet. I plan on taking my daughter there hopefully sometime this week. So we shall see. We shall see. Okay, but I think that is going to do it. We've went 80 minutes. I'll take an 80-minute stream anytime. And like I said, hopefully there is a new episode of Boutique Talk sooner rather than later. If the interview doesn't come through, I do have a plan for a stream that I could do anytime. It's kind of a evergreen idea that I don't want to give away just yet, but I think it's fun. I've been finding a lot of clips for it. So just stay tuned for that. On the channel this week, like I said, I have my Steelbook, my Christmas Steelbook collection that you will see that I'll put on the Steelbook wall. I also have a whole bunch of Steelbook, or not, Jesus. I have holiday VHS tapes that I'm going to showcase off on the channel, just to kind of showcase my all of my physical media collection. I have a lot of VHS tapes that I hardly ever talk about. I have laser discs too. I have a whole bunch of stuff that I need to make content for, and the holidays are as good a time as any to start branching out a little bit. Give thanks for everything, and I thank you for watching this. For getting all the way to the very end. Very much appreciated. Yeah, hopefully I see you next month, and hopefully there are more Steelbooks than 5. So thanks for watching. And until next time, I'll see you.